So you're thinking about breaking out on your own in 2025? Honestly, it might be the best decision you ever make, but I know it can feel confusing and a little overwhelming. So let's forget all that uncertainty. In the next few minutes, we're going to walk through a clear, step-by-step playbook to launch your freelance career. Ready? Let's dive in.
I mean, this is the dream, isn't it? More freedom, more control, and the chance to build something that is 100% yours. But yeah, that path from being an employee to an entrepreneur, it can feel a little foggy. Don't worry, we're about to clear that fog and give you a map.
Here's what we've got lined up. First, we'll talk about why now is such a perfect time to jump in. Then we'll get into the nitty-gritty, building your foundation, finding those first clients, and how to turn that first gig into a real career. We'll also cover some classic rookie mistakes to sidestep, and we'll wrap it all up with a 30-day launch plan to get you moving.
So, first things first, why now? Why is 2025 the year to make this move? Let's zoom out for a second and look at the huge shifts in the working world that are making this the perfect moment to go freelance.
Look, the whole landscape of work has completely changed. This freelance economy thing, it's not some passing trend. It's a real structural shift. Companies are getting smarter and leaner, hiring experts just like you for specific projects instead of full-time roles. And with the tech we have today, your client could be right across the street or halfway across the globe. The key takeaway here is this: the demand is there and the tools are there. They're just waiting for you.
Okay, so you're on board. You see the opportunity. But hold on. Before you start hunting for clients, we need to build a solid foundation. This is all the behind-the-scenes stuff that honestly makes everything else possible.
So what can you actually sell? It's time to take a serious look at your skills. And listen, it doesn't have to be some super exotic, rare talent. Just think about it. What do your friends and family always ask you for help with? Are you the go-to person for writing a killer email, designing a party invitation, or just organizing things? All of those are incredibly valuable freelance skills. Your expertise is the engine of your business. Now, this next part is a really critical choice. See, being a generalist, it feels safer, right? You can help anyone. But the reality is you end up competing with absolutely everyone, usually on who's cheapest. But when you specialize, you become the obvious choice for a very specific type of client. You're not just a graphic designer anymore, you're the logo designer for tech startups. That kind of focus lets you charge way more and makes finding the right clients so much easier.
Okay, don't let the phrase set up your business intimidate you. We can boil it down to 4 simple steps. Number 1, keep your business money separate from your personal money. Please do this. It is a total lifesaver come tax time. 2, figure out what you're going to charge. Do a little research. 3, get a basic contract template. This protects you and the client. And 4, have a way to send an invoice and, get paid. That's it. You're officially in business.
Just let this one sink in for a minute. The number one fear for almost every new freelancer is, what if I charge too much? But you know what the real danger is? It's charging too little. Underpricing just screams a lack of confidence, and it can actually scare away the really great clients you want to work with. You have to value your work from day one.
Okay, the foundation is built. Now for the big question, the one everybody wants to know. How do you actually find people to pay you for your skills? This is where the theory stops and reality begins, so let's get super practical.
Think of this as your 4-pronged attack. First, your existing network. Friends, family, old colleagues, that's your warmest lead. Don't be shy. Second, platforms like Upwork can be fantastic for getting those first few projects and testimonials under your belt. Third, direct pitching. This is where you target your dream clients. And finally, creating content. This is how you position yourself as an expert so that clients start coming to you. The key is to use all 4 strategies.
This is a huge mindset shift. You have to get this into your head because it changes everything. When you reach out to someone, you're not asking for a favor. You're not begging for a handout. You've identified a problem they have that you can solve. You're a professional offering a valuable service. Remember that, and it'll completely change how you feel about selling yourself.
Getting that first client, it feels amazing, right? It's a huge milestone. But the goal here isn't just one gig. It's a sustainable career. And that is built on one thing and one thing only, your reputation. So let's talk about how to build a great one. This is the secret sauce. This is how you turn a one-time project into a long-term client who sends you tons of referrals. Don't just meet their expectations, blow them away. Keep them in the loop constantly. Maybe deliver a little something extra they weren't expecting. And always, always ask for feedback.
A glowing testimonial from a happy client is worth more than any advertisement you could ever buy. All right, let's do a quick fire round. I want to talk about the 3 big traps that sink so many new freelancers. Just knowing what they are is half the battle, so let's run through them really fast.
Mistake number 1, underpricing your work. We talked about this. It just sets a really low bar for your value that's incredibly difficult to raise later on.
Mistake number 2, skipping the contract. I don't care how small the job is or how friendly the client seems. A simple contract protects both of you and prevents so many headaches down the road.
And mistake number 3, forgetting about taxes. Remember, no one is withholding them for you anymore. You have to set aside a percentage from every single payment you receive. Trust me, you'll thank yourself later.
Whew, okay, we have covered a ton of ground. Now, let's put it all together into a concrete plan you can literally start today. This is your roadmap to go from idea to your first paid project in just 30 days.
So how do you make this feel less overwhelming? You just break it down. Week 1 is all about that foundation we talked about. Niche, finances, templates. Week 2 is about building your online presence, a simple portfolio, a polished LinkedIn. Week 3 is outreach, getting the word out. And week 4, it's pure action. You're pitching, applying, and creating. It's a focused sprint designed to build real momentum.
Think about that for a second. Really let it sink in. The biggest thing that stops people from starting is, well, just starting. Procrastination is the ultimate dream killer. There will never be a perfect time. The only time you really have is right now.
So let's forget the whole 30-day plan for just a moment. Look at week 1. What is the single smallest step you can take today to get started? Is it just listing out your skills on a piece of paper? Is it drafting that first email to your network? Decide on that one tiny thing and just do it. That's it. Your freelance career starts right now.